Old Sneelock. Welcome to another episode of Old Sneelock's Workshop. I got one side cut off, but the hacksaw is driving me nuts. I don't like hacksaws in general, and this one has this funky handle on it, which I don't use this one. It's one that my dad had, and it's one that he put a new handle on because he broke the plastic handle. It works. It's not my favorite. So to fix that, this is my hacksaw. Very similar, but it has the right plastic handle. This has the handle that fits my hand. Only problem with it is that the little screws that hold the blade in the body are missing. So I have to make some new pins, something that will go in there and work. So that means I have to find a couple of pins that are going to go in that hole and fit. The easiest place to look for such a thing is right here in this drawer, because I have lots of pins in the form of screws. Little tiny screws that fit right in there and do the job. Okay. Perfect. Also going to put a new blade in the hacksaw. This blade is okay, but it's a little dull. This is a new blade, and that should make the hacksaw cut better, because the less time you need to use the hacksaw, if you don't like hacksaws, the better it is. And sharp blades work better than dull ones. Everything takes a little oil to work better. .18 tooth per inch blade, all set up, ready to go. See if I can get this thing cut off. This would be better if this was further down, but it's not, so I'm going to deal with it. Why did I start with the part horizontal and then tip it up like this to finish the cut? It's just an idiosyncrasy that I have. I like to have a start cut. I think it makes it so that the blade follows the path of least resistance and cuts a little easier. I don't know. Just one of the things that I do. But it is a fact that when you're cutting with a hacksaw, ideally you want to have 3 teeth in the part. If you're cutting 1/8 inch material, that's 24 teeth per inch on your hacksaw blade. This is 18 teeth per inch, which is a pretty coarse hacksaw blade. They get coarser than that, but 18 is the coarsest that I have. It gives it more clearance for the chips, so that you don't end up, before you get out of the part, the blade is riding on a chip instead of doing a cut. Makes it cut better. I hate hacksaws. I really do. I don't like doing this. Cutting a piece of wood, yeah, it zips right through it. Hacksaw seems like you just sit in one spot forever. It's a lot of work, and I've done a lot of this over my years of doing work because when I started out I didn't have any power tools. I had hacksaws. Actually, my dad had hacksaw. And you see how I'm rocking the blade back and forth? The blade is cutting in a straight line. And if I reduce the amount of contact surface, it cuts faster because it's taking bigger chips. 3 teeth in the part. By tipping it up, so I'm cutting just the edge, I get it closer to the 3 teeth in the part. When I'm cutting flat like that, I'm now at a 9 tooth in the part because 18 tooth saw blade. So I tip it up, cut some, tip it down, cut some, and that way I'm cutting faster. There. The 2 major cuts are done. Now I have to do the cut to turn it into a T. And to make that work, I have to cut it this way. I can't cut down because I'll just cut the T off. So I have to cut flat. Okay, I'm down even with the line. I'm going to cut on the other side, same direction. Move my light so I can see the line. flipped it around and I'll cut down to the line on this side. And the reason I'm doing that is, once again, 18 teeth per inch. 18 teeth per inch on something that's 2 inches wide, that means I'm way over the 3 teeth per inch. So if I do it this way, I can use the rocking method to reduce the number of teeth in contact. Now, because I cut down to the line on this side and then I cut down to the line on that side, I have a curve or a rocker in the center. So as I'm cutting, it automatically has fewer teeth in contact. Did I mention that I hate hacksaws? Well, the reason I hate hacksaws is they're a lot of work. And to overcome that problem, I've developed all these methods to make hacksaws less work. Okay, that's down 200,000. That's why I put the mark on the. That's why I put the mark on the hacksaw blade. So I can say, okay, when I reach this point on the mark, I'm at 200,000. I just like starting a handsaw in wood. I put my thumb up there and use my thumb as a rest to hold the blade upright. Kind of impressed with this file. It's a Simon's. It has milled teeth on one side, milled bastard on the other side. This edge has teeth on it and this edge doesn't. So it fulfills a bunch of purposes. The coarse teeth lets me take off material quickly so I can get down to shape pretty fast. It's called draw filing. It cuts faster because it puts the teeth at a shearing angle on the part. It's a lot coarser cut though. Got a little daylight showing on this end, but not much. And I'm fairly square this way. Looking good. Little daylight on that end, but not much. Now if I do draw filing with the mill side, It's smoother. And now I want to knock the edge off, just on the bottom, because I'm going to cut the top off. It doesn't matter on the top. Now my saw cuts quite a bit out of square. I want to take a lot more off of this end than I want to take off of that end. Keep looking at the line that I've drawn on the side to see how far I am. There's an awful lot that you can do with just a file, but it is tiring. It's a poor man's milling machine. I used to do this all day for $5 an hour. Then I got an upgrade and I did it for $7.50 an hour. Of course, $7.50 an hour was pretty good wages at the time. Had some pins in the file. Pins are where material gets caught in the teeth. And it causes the tooth to load up. And it stops cutting and the burr just gouges a notch all the way through the material that you're trying to file smooth. Okay, got it filed down, both sides fairly smooth. Now I'm going to cut lengthways down the part.